Awoken by the wake of dawn, the smell of smoke rose up into the air. That boat had been crushed by the midnight waves over the span of my time here. An entire week on this island, if you count today. I carefully sat up on my knees, trying not to mess up the bed of leaves and palm branches. It wasn't the comfiest, but at least it was resourceful. I slowly shuffled through the sand. It would have been a good idea to eat some of the fruit I had collected a few days before, but I couldn't quite put in the effort. The idea of stranded isn't qualified as an emotion, but more of an action or an event. But here on this island, the only emotion I could manifest to feel is stranded or maybe hopeless. I sat down on the sand, close to the tide. I felt the cold morning water slide up and down my toes. As I stared out into the blue abyss, I really couldn't remember my past. What was I before this island? I imagined the feeling of happiness, and I remembered it had been happiness itself that had stranded me on this mountain of sand. One could think of these waves and sand, and it kind of reminds you of sadness. The tide symbolizes the feeling of sadness. The sand is a person's emotion. The waves roll in every morning and the sand gets wet. Your sand could feel happy one moment, but later feel the cold water of the tide pull in and you would feel sad. And you would feel sad again, the waves drowning your sand. But the tide always pulls back out, and the sand or happiness dries and is warm once more. I then got up once more and started lifelessly walking to the calm waves. The cold water chilled my body as I descended into that blue abyss. As I became completely submerged, I closed my eyes, drifting. Then arose a faint white noise. The noise became louder. I began to wonder where I was, why I was there. I chose to open my eyes and find I was in the middle of my high school hallway. Kids brushed past my side. I was here physically, but not mentally. I guess that's how high school is, as these kids find themselves completely stranded.